Do you know what an honor this is for me to be able to have a video made? And I'm going to do this again. I do it all the time. YouTube inventors. Hey, Javed Karim, genius. Steve Chen, another genius. Chad Hurley, geniuses. And I thank them. And I'll bet you don't get thanked. I'm thanking you, man. I mean, you get thanked with money, but that's not enough. You got to get thanked publicly and people crowing it from the rooftops. Look what you did. You let us each have a voice and make a video. And I hope you're out there making videos. This is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, from Chandler, Arizona, the Society of Living Poets. You're an honorary member if you want to be one. And I'm writing this sonnet here because I want to honor people. I want to honor people with my sonnets. I got 1,282 sonnets. And I try to honor people. And this one, this has been brewing for a long time. I wanted to get the wording right, and then it just came to me one night, and it's sonnet number 1,277. Super cool, super cool. Clint Eastwood. I mean, I saw a movie of him not too long ago called The Mule, and he inspired me to work out. I mean, he's 89, and he gets around better than I do. And I've worked out all my life, but he gets around better than I do. And I'm thinking, man, he inspired me. He is super cool. Let's put super cool up in neon lamps. Let's get some lighting you wouldn't believe. Let's put the skies with super cool. You're super cool. Clint Eastwood. His whole name, Clint. Clint. Hardest Flint. I just saw that movie. That's the one I'm talking about. Of one of my all-time heroes, Clint Eastwood. It's a must-see documentary. I saw this documentary about him, and that's what this is about in the first part here. A glorious video biography. It was great. A bio of gold. His life. A biography of gold. I can't write a single sonnet. That's why it's been brewing for such a long time. I could make many chapbooks, short sonnet books, 40 sonnets about trying to do Clint Eastwood justice, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it. A sonnet doesn't do him justice. To try to do this movie star true justice, it takes a talent without limits. And it's hard to find words to do him justice because this guy, he's a master sensei himself. Among master senseis, I'm a sensei, a teacher, a priest, a master. And Clint Eastwood, he's a master of the masters. He's the master of all senseis, and I do that as the highest compliment I can give him, because it's the truth. He's a modern-day Achilles. He really is. He's such a warrior. I'm sure he has his shortcomings in his Achilles' heels, but I don't know what it is. He's a modern warrior of thespian artistry. I mean, he's a great actor, and he was from the very beginning when I first remember him as Rowdy Yates. He was great, and he's a great director. He's an unrivaled director. Why? Because he thinks 2 takes are enough. I've got more than 200 videos, and every one of them is the first take. There's 2 we did over because it got lost in cyberspace, but first take. And 2 at the most, and there's a story that goes about that, because it's a good story about how you shouldn't have wasting film and wasting people's time. More than 2 takes? No, that's nonsense. He's an unrivaled master director. Super cool. It's a lower cool when you're talking about Clint Eastwood because he's higher than that. He's a glorious golden Clinton diamonds of coolness. Super cool Clint. There is no other. There's nobody like him. There is that Clint Walker, though. I liked him a lot. He's 6'8", and he died about a year ago, and he was 94, and he was in a lot of TV shows, okay? But I'm telling you, Clint Walker, I think about him too, Clint Walker. Well, the lion's hair that he had, Clint Eastwood has this lion's mane, okay? It is fabulous. The profile is beautiful. He has a beautiful profile. His son is a carbon copy of Clint Eastwood come again. Scott Eastwood, I don't know why he doesn't have a lion's mane in honor of his dad. I mean, he has great hair. His hair, that lion's mane, embodies class of a lion, a creative lion. He's an actor's maestro. He's a master actor, a fabulous director. I can't say that enough. Some of his movies that he directs, he's the master. He's a truly genuine gentleman too. A gentleman is important to me. A gentleman is a man of righteousness and of strength. And a lady of righteousness and of strength. And that's definitely Clint Eastwood. He's an authentic gentleman. He's for real. A man of righteousness and great strength. A classic profile of the heroes of old. No sudden moves. Mastery. He's a master of that. A steely-eyed stare. He's looking at you. Look of a Caesar nobleman come back from glory in the past. Here he is again. A Caesar's nobleman. When will such Clint Eastwood ever come again? He's it. He's it. Never again will I ever see a Clint Eastwood. Anybody like that. He's one of a kind, like we all are. We're each precious in the sight of God. To follow this handsome Clint from classic Rowdy Yates days, I remember him, he's so good looking. And that was really good about the cow drives, and the music was wonderful. And Rowdy Yates, Clint Eastwood. Knowing that Clint is King Arthur, he's the person that pulled Excalibur magic blade right out of the stone to success. He's done it all, pretty much starting with nothing. Immortal lines. If you want to play life's game, you got to know the rules, kid. That's right. Law. Dirty Harry. Righteous Clint. He really liked the Oxbow Incident. It's one of my favorite movies. Henry Fonda. Oxbow Incident, where they lynched this guy. Well, Clint had a movie called Hang 'em High. Terrific movie. Terrific. Oxbow Incident. Everybody ought to see it. Why you can't take law into your own hands. The law is everything. The law is everything. It's the conscience of humanity. It's all humanity has ever learned about right and wrong. And the conscience of humanity, the law, you just can't go around lynching people. And it's a good thing to remember, the Oxbow Incident. It's an old movie, but it's great. Henry Fonda, black and white, 1943. Italian genius directors, they take American westerns, Sergio Leone, and they make better westerns than Hollywood does. And they did it with Clint Eastwood, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's one of the best movies ever made. And Josie Wells, I mean, tremendous. Clint Eastwood, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's a real classic. Tremendous cast, tremendous sets, tremendous lines. Nobody could beat Tuco. Tuco's the consummate bandito. Incredible Civil War Western, that Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. All those cannon there and that battle there over that river. I mean, that Civil War was crazy anyway. Tuco, the best. Terrific Tuco. The consummate Mexican bandito. Forever enshrined in that movie. I think a man like you could manage it. Yeah, walking across 70 miles of desert. And then there's incomparable Lee Van Cleef, the bandito. Angel eyes. Assassin's eyes. I always liked Lee Van Cleef. Those videos they made of Josie Wells and all of his movies, I'm thinking in my mind how many, they're limitless. Those videos of his, they live on in cyberspace forever, living again eternally. Clint's always going to be there. He's the Beau Brummel, arbiter of gentleman's classic haute fashion. He's always looking good. He's always dressed really nice. He knows how a gentleman dressed. Clint Eastwood. Sensei, that's me. Sensei John Wayne Mercure. I was named after John Wayne. My dad was named John. He liked John Wayne. John Wayne Mercure, that's me. And I love my name. There's 793 Mercure hotels in 63 countries, 25 Mercure hotels just in metropolitan Paris. Yeah, I like that name. It goes, my family crest goes back 2,000 years. And so does yours if you check it out. Your ancestors are watching you. Anyway, I was named for John Wayne. My father John loved him. He loved John Wayne. He proudly honored me by giving me John Wayne's name. Sensei, that's me. I wanted to somehow contact John Wayne while he was living, but he went to be with Joe DiMaggio. He died. He went to be with Joe DiMaggio in Maryland before I ever could get a chance to see him. But now I'm trying to make it up. Now, Sensei, that's me. I pay tribute, modest, humble tribute to my hero, Clint Eastwood, while he's still alive. How inspiring he is to see that movie, The Mule. I saw that movie, The Mule, and I thought, we better start working out. He's 89 years old, and he gets around better than most people. Well, now I work out with stretching in Tony Little's Gazelle Gold Machine, and I'm telling you, I'm giving you free advertising. Tony Little, you're you're advertising now for a car rental company, enterprise, or whatever it is. I don't remember. What I'm telling you is, you've got that Tony Little Gazelle machine. That's great. I'm telling all of you out there, especially you old people, it's easy to get on, and it's easy to get off, and stretching. And Clint Eastwood inspired me, all because of Earl Stone in that movie, The Mule. Harry Callahan, Josie Wales. Just think of all those things that Clint Eastwood has given us. And I'm talking to you, it's the language of the soul. I'm talking the language of the soul, from my soul to yours, to Clint Eastwood, saying, hey, thank you for everything. Now, I wish, Scott, you'd grow that lion's mane like your dad with a good profile, because your dad come again. And Francesca's a great actress. You've got some good people going there. And Dina's great. And Sandra, I think, is still around. She's a nice lady. All I'm telling you is, this is in your honor, Clint Eastwood, sonnet number 1277. Et me qui vous aime. Love yourself first and love those who love you. Thank you for listening. Inch'Allah, Allah pour moi, pour vous. Au revoir. Dieu gardez-vous, mes amis.